All right, so next we're at the opposition school with the odds. We have Rutgers, the Rutgers New Brunswick booth. So this is their Formula racing team. So we got the squad over here. So please introduce yourself.
I'm Nazim. I'm the junior aero lead on the team.
Junior aero lead, and then go on.
I'm Pranav. I'm also on the aero team.
I'm Anand, and I'm on the chassis team.
Hey, I'm Nikhil. I'm on powertrain.
Okay, so what do all y'all study?
I am a freshman studying mechanical engineering.
Okay.
I'm also a freshman studying mechanical engineering.
I'm a sophomore also studying mechanical engineering.
I am a junior doing material science and engineering.
Materials. Okay. Wow. So like, within your major, how are you able to like get experience while working on these cars?
Well, at least for me, I do aerodynamics, but I also do material science, which are completely unrelated fields. But I help out with composites, and it really helps when I have a curriculum about materials to actually work with materials. So we're making carbon fiber cars, and if we have a crack in it, I know that I learned from my curriculum that brittle materials tend to have very aggressive crack propagation. So if there's a crack in the wing, it'll immediately propagate and the wing will break. So we have to avoid that in any way possible by maybe cushioning it or making it a lot stronger than it would need to be if it was just a steel or a metal part that has like inherent toughness and can resist cracking. I'll give some.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about?
Yeah, pass it on. So the question was, how do you use your major like within the projects? Like, how are you able to get that experience? Like, what exactly have you been able to work on?
So I'm only a freshman, so I haven't really started doing much of my like actual like core disciplinary courses yet in Mech E. But one thing I could say I'm working on is like for RFR 26, which is the new car we're currently developing. I've been doing a lot of like, this was my first year exposing myself to SolidWorks. So like I was CADing some of the components like the radiator shroud that we need. So that's one thing I've been doing. Outside of like, that was mainly stuff I picked up like outside of my curriculum though. It's like at the moment as a first year, there's not much like specific details and stuff that you can go into. But yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So I'm also a freshman who hasn't done much of his like actual coursework. But one of the like major things I've learned from this is like just SolidWorks as well, like CADing and how to like actually use the program. For like,
now, SolidWorks the only CAD that you use, or do you use like AutoCAD?
So that's the only CAD that I've used so far.
Okay.
I haven't really touched any of the other ones, just because for this we only use SolidWorks.
That's fine. Yeah, that's standard though.
Yeah.
I'm on the aero team, so I've been learning a lot about the aero package, and I think that's like relevant to a lot of like the higher level like mechie courses that I eventually want to take, like aerodynamics and aviation and stuff. And yeah, I think it's pretty transferable and it's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm enjoying what I'm doing.
For those who don't know, what does aero have to do with cars? I mean, you think aero, you think of planes, you think of like, what are the aerodynamics in the car?
Yeah, so there's like the aero on the car refers to like the front wing, the rear wing and the front wing. And basically the main point of it is because we want to generate downforce on the car, and that helps with like traction and like grip when you're cornering and racing. So there's also a lot like of other aerodynamic components you can add, like the under tray and stuff, which are on that car. But yeah, I would say aerodynamics is pretty important in racing because it definitely improves like the grip and performance of your car.
That's beautiful. Now, out of the things that y'all have studied or that y'all have worked on, what was the hardest part about designing any of these cars?
So I did say I did aerodynamics, and I will say there were parts of aerodynamics that were really, really difficult, and setting up the simulations for the entire car to work as best as we can get it. So that means rolling tires and moving ground. To be able to get that set up and have a mesh that works and doesn't like explode every time you try and use it, it took a lot of time. It took us months to get simulations that like worked and we were happy with. We tried to find guidance everywhere we could, but a lot of it we just did ourselves and using research that we found. So at least in my opinion, that's probably the hardest thing that I've had to do.
That does sound like a pain.
The hardest thing I've done so far is probably SolidWorks. I'm like kind of a noob at SolidWorks right now, so I'm still trying to get the hang of everything. But yeah.
Now, to the freshmen, I actually have a different question for y'all. Out of all the engineering clubs at Rutgers, Rutgers is a very big school. Why did y'all choose Formula?
Well, I went to all the interest meetings, and it was between the Formula Club and the Rocket Club. And honestly, it was just that I love cars, and that's really what just drove me towards Formula more than Rocket.
Alright, similar story as Manan. Like, I've been into cars all my life, and like my dream job one day when I graduate is that like I'll be able to get a job in F1 somewhere, be able to like combine my two favorite things of cars and traveling the world. So I figured Formula racing is probably like one of the best ways to start that, and we are one of the best clubs at Rutgers. So that's that.
Well, you heard it from them. One of the best clubs over here. I can't really argue too much, but shout out to the Rutgers teams, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Where can I watch this?